Hello.
Hello, is this Walter Lawson?
Yes, sir.
I was calling you about the tombstone project I'm doing.
My daughter was telling me about that.
Okay, great. And I was wondering if you want to share any memories about Charlie Lawson.
Why, sure. I'm not much of a writer, though.
No, that's fine.
Well, let me try.
All right.
It's the only man I know in my lifetime that I never know of him telling a lie. He was a good man.
She loved to crochet, and she would make us little crochet purses all the time.
She always used a pressure cooker, so she'd cook some green beans and got tired of waiting for it, so she took the hammer and beat the thing to pieces.
Dad loved baseball. That was his life.
She used to like to play Old Maid, and whenever she got to Old Maid, she would slide it up a little bit higher than the rest of the cards. We'd pretend we was going to take it, then we'd take one of the other cards. I'll always remember her playing that card game.
She had a great sense of humor. I think probably a lot of our sarcasm came from her because she had a very quick wit and a very quick tongue.
If I could say the greatest grandfather ever, it'd be Ed Schenkel. One time my dad was working on his car and the car fell on his fingers and he was screaming for somebody to help. My grandfather was a small man. He went down and lifted the car up off my dad's fingers.
Her motto always was, it doesn't matter, we can turn around and go the other way. I just came back from Las Vegas, I got turned around quite often, and I said, just like Granddad would say, we can always turn around and go back the other way. I repeat that so often, it's not even funny.
Jean was a very kind person, and she had a great sense of humor. She had 4 kids real close together, so her hobby was pretty well children.
Oh, I know she's the best cook in the world. I mean, anybody'd tell you that.
Whenever he would start to tell you a story, he would say, "I jolly." He didn't say, "I remember." He would say, "I jolly."
He wasn't never much of a fisherman, but he went down to Eagle Creek. He caught a fish that was about 39 inches long. He was so excited.
You know, in the summertime, they always raised a big garden, and he was always giving things away, tomatoes or summer squash or whatever. I think that's probably what I remember the most.
Mom was such an animal fanatic. She loved dogs, and the day that my mother was buried, there was a dog standing up there by where Mom was going to be buried.
I don't know too much about Harvey. He was in the Army, I think. Johnny, was Harvey in the Army? Yeah, he was in the Army.
Do you know if he fought?
No.
Okay.
I sure don't.
My Uncle Jake used to haul cattle. Garnet would call him and ask him to get ride to Cincinnati with him. And Garnet would disappear. And probably a week later, Garnet would meet him back up there, but never did tell him where he went.
So he never found out?
No, never would tell him.
He would have liked his tombstone. I had our home etched on it, also some deers. He liked to watch them. He put out a block of salt so they would come to our yard.
And you're the only one that, you're the only one on there that...
I'm still here?
Yes, thank you. Jeez, I couldn't spit that out. How would you like to be remembered?
I'd like to be remembered that when people need help, I tried to help them.
Okay.
That being there and me not there yet, it just tells us that we could be the next one to go and just be ready.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. You've been a great help.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.